You're watching a video right now about consciousness, about presence, about being here, and you are not here. You are watching a video. We have more access to spiritual teachings than any generation before us. More videos, more books, more teachers, and somehow we feel more lost, not less. That's what I want to talk about today. My last video was different from anything I'd posted on this channel before. No masters, no teachings. Just my own perspective after years of sitting with these questions. And something unexpected happened. People didn't just watch it, they recognized themselves in it. The comments, the messages, the new subscribers, something in that video landed differently. And I want to thank each one of you for that. I took some days away from posting just to sit with what you shared. One thing kept appearing in different words from different people. We consume, we understand, we feel something. And the next day, we're back, looking for the next one, slowly building a library of insights we don't know how to live, quietly feeling like we should be further along by now. That cycle is exactly what I want to talk about today. This is what happens when you watch a spiritual video. You press play, something resonates, a sentence lands, you feel a moment of recognition, like something you already knew but couldn't say. And for a few minutes, there's warmth, a sense of movement. Then the video ends. That feeling fades, slowly, quietly. It fades, and you're back to where you were. The same thoughts, the same patterns, the same distance between understanding and actually living differently. So you find another video, and the cycle continues. I'm not saying the videos are wrong. I'm not saying the teachings are false. What I'm saying is that somewhere along the way, the video became the destination instead of the pointer. The consumption became the practice. And the practice kept you busy enough to never notice you weren't going anywhere. Think about what that means. Every video you watch confirms that the thing you're looking for is somewhere ahead, in the next teaching, in the next insight, in the next version of yourself that finally gets it. But what if it's not ahead? What if the watching itself is the distance? When I read through the messages after my last video, one thing was clear. Most of you don't lack understanding. You understand more than you think. You've read the books, watched the videos, sat with the teachings. You can explain non-duality. You can describe what Nisargadatta meant by the I am. You know the difference between the witness and the witnessed. And still something feels missing. One person wrote something I kept coming back to. Intellectually, I get what you're saying, but understanding isn't awakening. So after hearing all of this, then what? That question stopped me, because it's the right question, and it's the question that most spiritual content never actually answers. It gives you more understanding instead, more concepts, more frameworks, more things to know about the thing you're trying to be. And you walk away feeling like you almost got there. That almost is the trap, because the understanding was never the problem. The understanding was always fine. The problem is that you've been treating understanding as a step towards something instead of noticing that what you're looking for is already present underneath all the understanding you've been accumulating. The content isn't the path. It was always just a finger pointing at the moon. And somewhere along the way, you started studying the finger. I want to say something honest about this channel. I have posted over 100 videos. I have sat with the words of Nisargadatta, Ramana, Krishnamurti, Muji. I have edited footage, chosen images, written scripts, all pointing at the same thing. Presence, awareness, the thing that is already here. And during some of those videos, I was completely somewhere else. Understanding a teaching well enough to share it is a different thing from living from it. I could describe the screen perfectly. I could explain the difference between the film and the screen, between the thought and the awareness behind the thought, and still find myself 3 hours later scrolling, consuming, looking for something I couldn't name. That confession is the most useful thing I can tell you. Because if someone who spends their days immersed in these teachings can still fall into the same cycle, then the problem is a lack of exposure to the right content. The problem is something the content cannot fix. No video closes the gap between understanding and living. This one included, the next one included. Only something much simpler does. I'm going to leave that simpler thing unnamed. The moment I describe it, you will file it under things I already know, and it will become another piece of content in the collection. So instead, I want to ask you something. Right now, as these words are reaching you, before the video ends, and before you decide what to watch next, what is here? What is already present underneath the thinking and the feeling? The thing that knows the words are arriving. The thing that noticed when your attention drifted for a second just now and then came back. That thing was here before you pressed play. It will be here after you close the tab. It was here on the days you felt close to something. And on the days you felt like you'd lost everything you thought you understood. It has never once needed a video to be what it is. That's something no teacher can give you. Every video, every book, every teaching I have ever shared on this channel was pointing at that, not at itself. The pointing is not the thing. And I think some part of you already knows that, because you wouldn't still be searching if something in you didn't sense there was something real to find. That sensing, that quiet pull towards something you can't quite name, that is not the problem. The problem is looking for it in the next video. After this video ends, I want to suggest something small. 2 minutes, that's all. Close the tab, put the phone down, sit with whatever is here. The thoughts, the silence, the ordinary texture of the moment. Let the awareness that was registering these words keep doing what it was already doing, with nothing added to it. 2 minutes. Then come back if you want. Watch another video, read another book. There's nothing wrong with any of that. But at least once, at least this one time, let there be a gap between the content and the next content. Because that gap is where the thing you've been looking for through all of this has always been living. The videos can point. Only you can look. And you already know how. You're doing it right now. Before I close, this is the first of 3 videos I want to explore differently on this channel. Speaking from my own perspective, not from the master's. If this format resonates with you, tell me in the comments. And if there's something you want me to explore this way, I'd love to read it. If this kind of conversation is worth continuing for you, I'd be glad to have you with us.